What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Chat Kid. We're back at coming back at you with another fire video, and today, as you can see by the title, we're doing 999 Part 3. Very excited about that. Sorry for not uploading in forever because school. It's not very nice right now because I'm in year 11. I'm an old ass man now. Anyway, forget the negativity. Let's just be. Let's go away, talk. Oh wow. Guess you guys are gonna be stuck with it for 12 awkward seconds. Oh, never mind. There's a second ad after this as well. Wow. Nobody asked. Alright, here. And let's read. My name is Skylar White, yo. Oh, let me turn that down. Alrighty, here. Update, January 21st, 2011. The end of 2010 into the new year was dreadfully long for me. University has been giving me the usual sleepless nights, especially since I transferred to Ottawa, which is the place to party. Sarcasm. But now I'm back home with my dad in Brampton, the town I grew up in. I got home on the 18th of December and I've been visiting with friends and family, or at least that's what I would rather have done. Now that the festive holiday cheer that I usually have at the Camden Lamont is absent. To answer the hundreds of emails and comments I got, yes, I did see the tapes that my dad's friend, Mitchell Wilson, promised to show me. These tapes, however, act as a curse. I want to know more, yet I want to forget everything. I couldn't help it. I needed to see those tapes. Not only for myself, but for all you guys who were just intrigued by the ominous man in a bear suit from my past. However, after viewing those tapes, I feel that pit of dread deep inside me once again. That feeling where I know all those kids in those videos are dead. But I could have been one of those kids, and that humanity's a dark, dark place. If you haven't skipped this paragraph of the juicy details below, thank you for listening to my rambling. On January 1st, I visited Mitchell Wilson and asked if there was a time I could drop by and view the tapes. Things were pretty slow at the station because of a snowstorm, but he said I could come down any time that day. The tapes are located at a branch not too far from me. So I braved the slushy roads and terrible Brampton drives and made my way to the Peel Regional Police Station, located at the Bramalea City Centre. I met Wilson at the front desk, where he then led me to the second floor into a small office. He instructed me to have a seat and wait while he got the tapes. Before leaving the office, he turned to me and said, "I know you're curious, but are you sure you want to do this?" Of course I did. Or, at least I thought so. Besides, Wilson's friend had pulled a lot of strings to get me in here, and I didn't want to waste the opportunity. That particular station had 2 tapes on hand. I was only able to watch a few minutes of footage. However, because the second tape was apparently too damaged to be played in a VCR. Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 30. Mr. Bear never ceased to disturb me, especially after what almost happened when I was younger. The episode took place in a forest out at dusk, making it slightly hard to see, especially considering the quality of the film, a trademark of anything from Caledon Local 21. I had a lasagna today. It was very nice. The episode started with the camera being held in the paws of Mr. Bear aiming at himself. That bear mask. It looked more sinister in the shadows of the trees. The unmistakable muffled voice spoke up. "Hello, children." What's my voice? "Today I'll be doing a wonderful thing for my friends. I'll be delivering them to a faraway land where they'll surely be happy." Oh wow, that is odd. Mr. Bear turned the camera around to show an ATV with an attached trailer. But what stood out was the trailer contained 7 motionless children lying side by side. "This is the first load, but more will be on their way soon." Mr. Bear turned around and pointed the camera at a large burlap tarp spread on the ground. He picked up the tarp revealing a large hole that must have been at least 12 feet deep and maybe around 15 feet wide. The rest of the episode contained Mr. Bear, because Mr. Bear taking each kid and dropping them into the hole. I asked Wilson if they were dead, to which he shook his head and replied, "Not yet." Soon all the kids were in the pit. Some were in awkward positions due to being tossed in. God, they remain unconscious. The vitamin C will surely help these children get on the great journey that awaits them, Mr. Bear mentioned as he panned the camera towards multiple bottles of gasoline beside a bush. The camera zoomed into the bottles as Mr. Bear hummed before the episode ended. Wilson revealed to me that these were the 7 of the 16 victims that were found burned to a crisp. The gasoline is what the man was playing Mr. Bear to light them on fire. A pit full of burning children. Who the fuck would have done that? That feeling of dread found me once again when I realised I could have been one of those kids. Wilson then explained to me that he had previously lied. The other tape confiscated by the Bramwell Police Branch did indeed work and contained the filming of the actual burning. However, he felt like I wouldn't be able to handle the disturbing and graphic nature of the episode. And you know what? Maybe I can't. I don't even want to see it. I'm satisfied for now, but I need to get some time to get myself together. The thing is, the man who ran the Caledon Local 21 is still out there. More soon to come, Elliot. I think either the cop or the dad is going to be Mr. Bear, in all honesty. I think it's going to be him. INRI. I don't know what that means. If this is an ARG, then I don't get it. Sorry. Update, April 5th, 2021. I wanted to explore more. Truly, I did. However, certain circumstances had me turn off the whole Caledon Log 21 thing. I then had hundreds of emails about my blog and was even in contact with a magazine about my story. But now it's time to come clean to everyone. Where have I been for an entire year? The story of Pandora's box is true, and I opened it. And when I watched the second tape in possession of the Bramwell Police Branch. The other subjects I'd like to address is the number of jokes/fake emails I've been getting from claiming to be Mr. Bear. Let's start with the second tape, as this is what traumatised me to stopping my research temporarily. After a few weeks of playing silent, I tried to ask Mitchell Wilson if I could view the infamous second tape he talked about. I don't know why. I just felt that viewing that tape would give me some more closure. Wilson was obviously reluctant to show me, but I was persistent. He gave me an offer. Hold on. What was that? If I was still interested by the time I turned 20, he would show me the tape. Not being able to do much else, I just played the waiting game. By the time my 20th birthday rolled around, I was definitely still interested in reviewing the tape. I gave Wilson a call, during which he admitted he hoped he'd forgot about asking him again, but I was not taking no for an answer. You really don't want to see it, he kept on telling me. But I did need to see it. I had to at this point. Sure enough, he invited me to the Bramwell Branch one Monday afternoon. Having watched every Saw film I'm watching the Saw films, by the way, just in case you were interested, which I know you're not, but shut up. And on a video of Animal Slaughterhouse in my ethics class, I'm sure I'll be able to handle whatever the tape could throw at me. However, how naive I was. Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 31. When Wilson went to collect the tape from evidence, the officer in charge of the evidence room shook his head at me, his face saying, "What are you doing?" Wilson exclaimed that this tape includes the last known episode of Mr. Bear's Cellar. I rightfully assumed that seeing the fate of the children and began to feel a sense of dread. The episode opened inside a forest, the usual one from the previous episodes. This fact took me a while to realise because it was night. The trees and leaves just looked like shapes dancing around in the darkness. A faint glow of light was present on the right side of the room. There wasn't any apparent audio. It seemed to be a windy night, yet the trees weren't making any noise. Slowly, the camera began to pan towards the glow, revealing smoke rising from a tube with the tips of flames peeking over the top. Wilson paused at this point. "Are you sure you want to see this?" he asked me. I insisted on it, even though a voice in my head was telling me not to. The video continued. The cameraman moved towards a hole, showing a pit of fire. This was the hole I'd seen in the previous episode, only this time it was filled with shapes. I could see the shapes moving around, fluttering, flailing, some motionless. I knew perfectly well what they were. The camera began to adjust to the light, and burning flesh. Red, black, a blur of surreal movement and colours. I wish I could forget what I saw. But you can't forget a scene like this. This is not a horror movie, this is reality. Human beings were being killed in a horrifying way. A fate that I could have potentially met. The video suddenly cut to dawn. The camera now positioned farther away from the hole. The fire was out. However, there was still smoke rising up. A figure was up ahead. I recognised it right away. The Mr. Bear suit was laid on the ground. Empty. It just looks unnerving. The suit was laid out in the shape of a cross. The cameraman did a lap around the suit, treating it as if it was a treasured artifact. Placed at the head of the suit was a sign. In bold letters, INRI was printed. The cameraman moved back to the end of the suit, zooming in on the bear's face. The episode was finally ended. I was speechless. It's like a dream. You can find a lot of terrible things on the internet, but I've never seen anything like this. Wilson asked me if I was okay, and I responded with a shaky yes. I assured him as he left that I was fine, and by the end of the video he gave me some closure of the whole incident. He didn't seem too confident in me, but he left it at that. He was right though. I had nightmares for weeks. I gave up. I didn't care about the whole thing anymore. A sick man burned a bunch of kids alive, attracting them with a fake kids TV channel. I could have been one of his victims, yet I'm still here. I suppose I should be grateful, but I feel guilty. Am I still here only by pure luck? 10 months later, I'm back. We need to address something else. My email has been flooded by messages. Some people, hold on. Some people ask for more details. Some if I can upload the tips. Some people coming to me Mr. Bear. First, I can't get the tapes uploaded as A, they're in police possession and as evidence, and B, I have no idea how to transfer VHS tapes onto a computer. As for the people pretending to be Mr. Bear, you're not fooling me. When you have dozens of people pretending to be the same person, it doesn't work. I've even seen a fake Camden Lamont YouTube channel, which is cute but still not real. Even more annoying is the fact that someone hacked my account just to put something to put about me on my blog. I'll leave it in the entry above this one just to show you guys. I contacted my webmaster about the entry and told it was posted on Halloween. Ooh, spooky! Attached to the email, paintwithb@aol.com, which I assume is another joke email. I'm over episode 31 now. The images of what I saw stuck with me for a while, but I want to do one last hurrah. I will get into contact with Mitchell Wilson again and hopefully set up the tapes in the possession of the other Peel police branches. I'll update you guys as soon as I can. I'm sure this won't take long again. Thank you for everyone who still reads this, Elliot. Alright, so he says that it won't take long again. It's just been about over a decade. I actually quite like this. I thought it was really good. What's this INRI thing? Ah, there we go. This is the poem. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Elliot. Elliot was a clever boy who loved playing with his friends. One day, he watched a lovely television show about a bear and his children friends. Peter! The children loved helping each other as good children should, but they also loved the bear. The bear loved the children. The children were so good at helping him and the fallen angel. Oh, this is certainly an ARG. The children and the bear wanted to play together and help with their angel friend, but the fallen angel needed even more help. So the children had to give the ultimate sacrifice. Because that's what friends do, Elliot T. Hey, help each other. Help us, Elliot. Burn with us, Elliot. Ugh. I want you, Elliot. He wants you, Elliot. Ugh. Come back to my cellar. Pretty please with sugar icing on top. Ugh. Oh, that was really creepy. What's this Mr. Bear's cellar thing? Is this like an extension of the pasta? Mr. Bear's cellar. What's this? Oh, this is this. And I assume Caledon Local 21 is the... Yeah, this is that. Alright. I actually thought that was a good story, although I don't like how it just stopped at like a blank. Basically just stopped without giving us any answers as to who Mr. Bear was. Like usually that works, like, but I don't know why, but that frustrates me. That we don't know who Mr. Bear is. I have a theory that it's the bloody dad or the guy in the police force, because the story said that he couldn't hear his voice under like the muffled bear suit. So it's very possible that it could have been the cop. But I don't know. I liked it, but I would have changed the ending. But then again, I can't criticize anyone considering I just read their stuff without adding anything to it. But shut up. Yeah, that was the story. Also, happy birthday to Eminem, who turned 50 today. So, yeah. Thank you guys, and I'll be seeing you later. Check it out.